Welcome everyone. We all love to see flowers. Flowers are so beautiful, so enchanting and so lovely with their beautiful colors and fragrance. And when you arrange them properly in a proper flower design, the beauty is much more enhanced. But the thing you need to take care is of post-harvest life, since flowers are highly perishable in nature. So once you harvest them, they have to be harvested at proper stage to retain their good post-harvest life. And then for conditioning, when you place them in buckets filled with water, it should be cleaned. That is, frequent cleaning of the buckets is required with bleach, and you have to keep on changing water very frequently so that there is no microbial buildup in the container. Even the ways which you are using for keeping your flowers should be properly cleaned very frequently. Next is the placement of your arrangement, what care you need to take so that the post-harvest quality and life is maintained. You have to take care that where you are placing your arrangement, there shouldn't be direct exposure of sunlight, there shouldn't be much wind velocity as well, and you should maintain a little bit higher relative humidity by spraying some water. And the water uptake needs to be maintained in your flowers which are being arranged. So if you are using floral form like this, if you are using such kind of floral form for arrangement, then it has to be properly drenched with water. It should be completely drenched with water so that when it absorbs full water, then only you should use it for your arrangement. Next is when you are using pin holder. So when you are using pin holder like this, then the container where you are placing it, you have to fill up with water, and the water level should be a little above these pins. I'll be showing you that. Yes, like this one. So water level has to be little above these pins so that when you are arranging your flowers, they'll be able to absorb water properly. And you know what happens in flowers? The decay starts from the stem end, because if it is frequently dipped in water, then microbial growth may come up. So whenever you are arranging them, whenever you are taking flowers for arrangement, you should give a fresh cut to the stem end, and you should frequently keep changing water. These little things you have to take care. So now let's begin with different floral designs. I'll be showing you today all different techniques of flower arrangement. Now as we proceed with the flower arrangement techniques, my basic question is, why flowers hold a special place in our life? Why it is so that flowers are so important, be it any social ceremony or even religious ceremonies? Why it is so? Reason being is, when we are surrounded with flowers, our heart becomes just like a child. Like a child is lives in much more in the moment, and that is what the same kind of feeling we get in when we are near flowers, when we are observing flowers. And as per some psychology studies, it says that when we are surrounded with flowers, it emphasizes our positive attitude, it enhances our mood in a positive manner. Hence, flowers act as a stress buster, and this is how our creative abilities also improved, and it also boosts our work performance. Hence, flower arrangement have that kind of importance. When the flowers are so important when it comes to have positive effect on our psychology, so same kind of effect is emphasized in flower arrangement. So when talking about flower arrangement or flower designing techniques, what are the basic material required? So first thing is, we require a nice container. Then how you will be arranging them, what kind of support material is being used, then what kind of flowers and foliage you will be using, and some other accessories. Coming to the fresh material, that is flowers and foliage, it is being categorized in four different categories. First one is line. Line is those flowers which are thin, which are vertical, and which are tapering, just like gladiolus and tuberose. Mass are those flowers which are round in shape, just like rose, like carnation, like gerbera. Forms are those flowers which are a bit uncommon and unusual in shape, like heliconia, like bird of paradise, sometimes even anthurium also can be used. The next category is of fillers. Fillers are those flower material or foliage which are smaller in size, finer in texture, like small ferns, like asparagus, like goldenrod, like Gypsophila status. They really look very beautiful as fillers. Next is the type of containers you require for your arrangement. So first category is of vase. Vase is those ones which are taller in shape, like length is more than the width. Ball is the circular, semicircular form of containers. Then pedestal are the ones which are having support. Baskets are those which are having handle, and especially they look nice for a bouquet kind of arrangement. Then novelties are those which are novel in shape, like some kind of statue attached or some different shape container. Then the material you require for your arrangement. So first thing is the pin holders. Pin holders are metallic and heavier in quality, so that your arrangement and flowers or foliage doesn't topple down. Then you need some more things like pebbles, you need scissor, you need cicature, you need thread, you need knife. Then these are the floral forms which you can cut them as per the size you want. These are those kind of floral form bricks. These are the ones which you can stick on the wall, and these are the ones specially for bouquets. You can hold them in your hand. These are the ones which are circular in form, spherical, so you can hang them and they also really look awesome. And this is for the bouquets. Now, what are the important considerations in your arrangement? When you are going in for starting your arrangement, you should be clear with the design or style you are going to follow, like whether it is Western or Ikebana or contemporary style. Then the mass effect and space. Mass effect is must when you are going for Western, but if you are going for contemporary or Ikebana, then you should think of space. That is very important. Then arrangements should look flowing and radiating, like your arrangement should look as if it is flowing from the center. Color combination is very important. Your colors scheme should not be very vague, or you can choose to be a monochromatic theme, or you could go for contrast theme, and where you are going to place it, that is also important. So all those things you need to take care. Then occasion and theme, like where you are going to place your arrangement, what kind of occasion it is, for what kind of program you are making the arrangement, that is also very important. And even the size of the arrangement will be defined based on the occasion and the theme. So in the Western style, the first one is traditional mass arrangement. Traditional mass arrangement, as the word denotes, is more mass kind of effect in your arrangement. So basically, those circular ones like this, or those triangular ones, but using more of flowers and foliage. Okay, so basically these are the two basic style in traditional mass arrangement. Then traditional line design. In traditional line design is more emphasis is given on line. So it could be in L shape, or it could be just like a vertical arrangement in I shape, or it could be crescent, or a curve, Hogarth curve, that is S curve. But it shouldn't be in mass. It should clearly emphasize the line. Then traditional line mass. Here line is also emphasized, but mass effect is also there. So here you will see that a line is there, but mass flowers are also being used, and that is how it looks more beautiful, this traditional line mass kind of arrangement. Now, what are the standard patterns in Western style? First one is triangular. It is symmetrical or asymmetrical. Then round or spherical, oval, S curve, L shape, and crescent. This is the triangular one. This is symmetrical. So both the sides would be equal if the center is being, if you look from the center. This is a triangular one, but it is asymmetrical. Here also triangle, but again it is an asymmetrical triangle. This is S shaped. So here you see at the center the flowers are being more placed together, more at the center. Hence it looks more radiating from the center. These are the two line arrangement, line mass, wherein S curve and crescent is being emphasized, line with mass. These are the round arrangement. Especially you can place them on table, either dining table or when any seminar is going on table, some discussion is going on, there also you can place on the table, because they are not much in height and they won't be abstracting anyone's view, and it gives a very nice and sober look. Now the next style that comes up is Ikebana. Ikebana is a disciplined art form. It is a Japanese art wherein nature and humanity are brought together. It brings you more close to nature, and it especially gives the effect of living in the moment. Ikebana, as the word denotes, it is a Japanese word wherein Ike refers to set in or to live, and Bana is flower. So it is like a living flower, a basic expression of life in the moment. It signifies life and freshness and life as it is at present. Basically, there are three basic lines in Ikebana. So first line is Shin, that refers to heaven or truth, and it is the tallest one, and its length is around almost 2 to thrice of the container, of the length and width of the container. Second line is So, that refers to human being, and its length is around 2/3 of Shin. Third one is Tai, and its length is around 1/2 to 1/3 of Shin, and it reflects to earth. This is the Rikka, the original style of Ikebana. Now, basic considerations in Ikebana, there shouldn't be any mass effect, like it is in contrast to Western style, that there is no mass effect in Ikebana. Then natural curves in planting material are being highlighted, so you can use stems and branches from trees and shrubs as it is. Then everything, whatever you are using, it should look like originating from one same single point. Flowers or material you use should look like they are evolving and rising. These are the type of containers required for Ikebana, and these are ceramic ones and glass ones, but you can also use bamboos and even wooden material also. These are the basic style I am showing now for Ikebana. So first one is this Moribana. Moribana is being arranged in a ball kind of container, and here you are using pin holder to support them. In Ikebana, floral form is not allowed to be used, hence you have to use pin holder only, that too in Moribana. Here you see another Moribana wherein just two stems of Okna tree are being used and two small flowers of Ixora. This is another Moribana style, slanting, just a few flowers of chrysanthemum with 2 or 3 branches. Another Moribana style you can see here, just 3 carnations and a few branches and foliage. Another Najer, just 3 gerbera and few branches. This is another Najer. This is Najer in a slanting manner. Now the next flower arrangement technique is contemporary design. Contemporary designs may not be geometrical, but they also should look in harmony, like you are bringing different kind of material in an arrangement in a more creative manner, in a more stylish manner, but in a harmony. It can imitate natural landscape, but with modern and stylish way. In contemporary design, the first style is about assemblage. Assemblage, as the word denotes, different objects and plant material are brought together in a unified form. Like here you can see different plant material are being brought together and given a large kind of shape, large kind of arrangement. And this is also nice for some kind of exhibition. Here you see different components of flower arrangement are being brought together, like small arrangements are being made and then they are brought together to give a kind of assemblage kind of effect. Here you see small arrangements are being made and then they are brought together just to give a story kind of effect, and that is how it is also an assemblage. The next is Biedermeier. Biedermeier reflects to a layered arrangement one after the another and in a circular manner. So here you see some foliage is being used, then marigold, even some fruits like lemon, then statice, rose, asparagus, and this way it is being made. Now this is cascade. Cascade is like waterfall kind of arrangement. So there is an effect of a waterfall right from the top, and just downfall kind of arrangement is there. It is more at the opening at the front view, it is a bit heavier, and then it tapers down, and for this you require a tall container, and this is how it gives effect of like a waterfall. Now the next category in contemporary is creative design. As the word denotes, you have to be more creative in this, you have to be more imaginative and more of originality in manner, like something of original nature you got to bring in creative designs. So this is what a creative line is about. A creative or open design kind of style that emphasizes line and visual movement. Like line should give a visual movement to your arrangement, like this. Then creative line mass. Here a line effect is there, but it is not being emphasized. A stem may look like a line, but that effect is not emphasized. It is de-emphasizing the line and giving a mass effect. This is creative mass. So in creative mass, more emphasis is on mass effect, more of bold forms, but emphasizing the contrast as well as in form and texture. So here you see you have to be creative in using even the container, what kind of container you are using and how you are clubbing the mass effect with different material. Now next is hanging design. So hanging design, as the word denotes, are meant to be hanged from support from the top. Panel is a large kind of arrangement which is being repeated in a continuous mode. So here an arrangement is being made and that is being repeated. So it looks very nice for a longer distance. So for some kind of seminars, you can paste them near the table or near the platform. Construction emphasizes the architectural forms in an arrangement. So an arrangement that looks architectural, that emphasizes the effect of constructional effect, like this. As you see here, different components of flower arrangement are being brought together, and it is a huge arrangement, and basically these are nice for exhibitions. Here also you can see different flower arrangement, just not flowers but even ornamental plants or pots also can be arranged to give a construction kind of effect. So this is what is much more required for exhibitions. Here I have shown you all different techniques of flower arrangement. Now we'll take a break for 2 minutes before I proceed further with another video where I'll be showing you practically how you can make such kind of arrangements.